What is up, everyone, and welcome to a new edition of the NASA Report. Today we are talking about Call of Duty World War II on the PlayStation 4. As you guys know, this was a PlayStation Plus game for the month of June. So I thought now would be a good time to talk about this game and let you guys know my thoughts on it after a couple years playing on it off and on. So let's go ahead and start by talking about the graphics. This is the first mission in the campaign mode. D-Day, of course, very symbolic moment during World War II. And I feel like this game overall, as you guys will see through this sequence and a couple others, that visually speaking, it is a fantastic array and display of character details, weapon details, and the environments all look very well thought out. This first part is where you get introduced to Zussman and Aiello, and you get sort of an idea and background into these guys' development as the story goes on in the campaign. And visually speaking, right off the bat, the lighting is great right here in this scene. This isn't one of the war scenes by any means, but still you get an idea of how this game was just so well and attentively thought out over the course of the whole game. Even now with the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare, which came out in the fall of 2019 compared to this, visually speaking, I don't see a whole lot of differences. I think they both look really good. I think Activision and those guys really did a good job of just trying to press everything they could and just modify everything to where it would look nice. Of course, oftentimes we like to compare Call of Duty with Battlefield. And I think on the graphics side of things, if we're comparing this to, let's say, Battlefield 5, right, which was their answer to Call of Duty World War II, I think it's a push. I think both of these games look really good, not just in this campaign mode, but in multiplayer as well. And you guys will see that in the next clip I'm about to show you too, that the graphics are really well done. So this is leading into the first mission of D-Day, and the soldier you play, Daniels, you see there he's looking through his journal one last time before he embarks, along with his fellow countrymen, on this crazy, intense battle. The first level is very difficult, by the way. It's no cakewalk. But as you're about to see, just the way the sky looks with the planes in the background is just phenomenal. And this is just a little taste of what Call of Duty has to offer in the graphics department. So for the graphics, I'm giving it a 9.3 out of 10. All the characters, the environments look very well detailed and thought out nicely, and I think it's the best looking Call of Duty game. So now let's talk about the performance a little bit. We shift to the online portion now, and this is Team Deathmatch on the Carentan Winter map. And I think the performance part, it's definitely improved. This is some gameplay from recently, just a couple days ago actually. And of course early on there were a lot of bugs, glitches, and issues with gameplay online, and that's to be expected. Battlefield 4 had a lot of that. Battlefield 1 had it. Even numerous Call of Duty games over the years had those issues. So I think now what you see is a great final product out of Call of Duty World War II. Of course, it's a game that has been out for 3 years about now, and I think it's well executed and they've repaired a lot. However, I can't ignore the issues and the glitches, bugs, whatever they may be, that you had earlier on in the phase of this game. So I think you got to take that into consideration. Online as well, there can be some kills like, not this one, but there are other kills where it's like, well, that person had a better connection, that's why they killed me. I think that's an issue that's magnified more so in these Call of Duty games than in Battlefield. But maybe that's just me, maybe that's just my experience, but overall, when I've played these games, that tends to be how things go more often than not. And is that skill or is that luck? Are people actually as good as that, or as they seem, or is it just luck? I think that's a conversation or a debate for another day. But no matter what, there are probably hackers out there all over the place. But overall, Call of Duty World War II had a very good experience. But I think early on compared to now, the difference is night and day. Activision has gotten their act together and they have fixed a lot of different things to improve this game and make it very appealing to the masses. So for the performance, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. Overall, it's really good now, and early on there were some issues, but they did a good job being quick to fix that, and now you get a final product that is fantastic. So for the third and final component, we are going to talk about the entertainment value of this game. Now, the campaign, I think, is fantastic and lots of fun. You'll be able to get a lot out of it, but I just wanted there to be a little bit more. I think that's the way it is with these Call of Duty games nowadays. It's a lot different than what the original Modern Warfare was like, where you could put a lot of hours into the campaign, and that's solely what the game was based off of. So that part left me wanting a little bit more. Visually speaking, it's fantastic. Don't get me wrong. I just wish we could have had a little more going on there. Um, but overall it was decent. It's probably what you would expect, and it's on par for what a lot of um, FPS games are like nowadays here in 2020. And then as we talk about the multiplayer now, Team Deathmatch, it's a lot of fun. It can get frustrating though. I think the map design, it just feels tight. A lot of these maps just feel really narrow. I think that's just kind of a hallmark of Call of Duty in general, is that the maps are all on the smaller side, and as a result, you get a lot of spawn camping, a lot of frustrating deaths because of this. And in the different game modes, you might run into that issue a little bit too, in Domination or in Kill Confirmed, where it just feels like everything is tight and there's not a lot of space for you to maneuver or move around. So I was a little bit annoyed by that. I was hoping that it would be a little bit better for a Call of Duty game, but that was one of its weaknesses, I think, is the map design. But all in all, I think there's just so much stuff to do, and you can play this game for hours, months, you name it, with friends. So you'll definitely not run out of things to do with regards to that. And once again, as we shift back over and look at some more footage of the campaign right here, I feel like all in all, Call of Duty World War II is a lot of fun. It's a great game, and you'll have plenty of things to do. But I feel like it'll reach a cap a lot quicker than the new Call of Duty because of the introduction of Battle Royale. And of course, that wasn't a thing when World War II was introduced. So I think we got to take a look at all those factors and take it into consideration. When all is said and done, I think Call of Duty World War II, it was a well-organized, well-oiled machine with plenty of things to offer you for that time. Now Call of Duty has caught up, obviously, with the new Modern Warfare and Warzone. But again, we're just looking at this, from the context of when the game was released, and I think they did a great job of giving you a little bit of everything and a variety of things to do. So for entertainment value, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. There are a ton of options from campaign to online. However, I feel like the campaign could have benefited from a little bit more length, and the multiplayer is watered down by some very small and tight maps. So as we look at the final scorecard here for Call of Duty World War II, the graphics are 9.3 out of 10, fantastic visuals. The performance, 8 out of 10, a lot better now than it was at first. And entertainment, another 8 out of 10, giving you an overall of 25.5 out of 30. My time with Call of Duty World War II was great, and I enjoyed a lot of it. However, the maps can be tedious, and the campaign, again, I just wanted to get a little more out of it, and that's how my experience was with this game. All right, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in to the latest installment of the NASA Report. Call of Duty World War II was great, and I think you guys should get it if you haven't already done so. Let me know in the comment section below what your experience was with this game, as well as what game you'd like to see me review next. I'm thinking we stay on this world of things and maybe do another shooter or action game. In the meantime, guys, stay tuned for that.